The following show is not intended for children under the age of 17. There will be foul language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Numbers in my stock is going up 'cause of my hunger. When you see me in my zone, I'm locked in, not clocked in. I'm never boxed in. When you see me in my
When I'm in my zone, I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm unknown to the world that's full of clones. My originality's focused on principalities broken. I'm loaning my heart and soul to the game that's scared to pay it back. And failure is a motherfucker. The strength to go on and believing in another sucker who don't see the vision in you. So you gotta work harder times two. Gotta make it do what it do with the limited sources you have. Your dream is still a find that motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Yeah. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burdens I've outweighed. When you see me in my
Damn, he disappeared on us. Where'd he go? All right, I won't mess with him right now. I'll let him make it for right now. But, ladies and
No,
gentlemen,
don't be generous.
welcome. Oh no, I'm gonna be just. We ain't got to the beef yet. We're gonna let him marinate. I just had to see. We just had to nonchalantly say some shit, and he just magically appeared over here like some Lucky Charms and shit.
I had it I had a little flare in the back of my neck,
Oh
You
yeah,
think you felt something in the
you had a-
force.
in the forest, in the neck rolls, and the busted biscuits, whatever you want to call them. I mean,
whatever you want to call it, man. Felt it.
try to let it go.
I felt it.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite Wednesday night thing, your favorite Wednesday nightcap, your favorite thing to think about on a Wednesday night at 9:05 p.m. We also just call it Gentleman's Talk Wednesday around here. But if you don't know, now you know. Welcome to the festivities. This is your first time here with us, but today it gets fun. We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna have a surprise guest who literally just texted me like literally 45 seconds ago. So that'll be fun. But as per usual, the name is not changed. The name will not change. The name will always remain the same. I'm still the one that they call Mr. GQ, and it's very simple. I am working on my culinary degree so I can continue to cook you motherfuckers.
I am your boy DJ Micah B, and like Kel said in the 90s, here it goes.
Some nostalgia touch. Okay.
Jen, we always go from.
It usually goes clockwise. I don't know why you acting brand new. What's going on? It's Jen
Brand
and
new,
Damani
brand
has
new?
entered the chat.
Domani has entered the chat. Wow.
Shit, what's happening? Happy Wednesday, y'all. It's Outlaw and Hello Spring. I didn't have a fancy tagline. I ain't got nothing crazy going on. Hey, cousin. I thought it was kind of wild that winter didn't even fight back. Like it's already
Fight back.
86
Fight back.
degrees.
I have no complaints. I have
Yeah.
absolutely no complaints.
I mean, you say
I'm
that,
not-
but like
I'm not-
the weather did start to drop when I was outside earlier today. Like I did
Yeah,
just get
in
back
the-
from
in
I
the
got back
evening.
from a track meet that
Yeah.
wind was a little breezy,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term, and it was
it got a little disrespectful out there.
like it did get a little
I'm not
crispy.
complaining. It's just I thought the transition would be more like gradual. It went from like 45 to 85 in like a week. I'm like, God damn.
I ain't complaining. I don't give a damn about the gradual. I like it.
You skip the foreplay. You just dive right in.
Hey,
Sometimes
it be like that
it be
sometimes.
like that. Oh man.
Sometimes
So,
it be like that. So whatever. I take that sometimes too.
I'm leaving that right where it's at.
We're gonna put a bow on that one.
A solid bow. Obviously, for those who are not privy to just life, we're gonna just say privy to life. We've had a dramatic turn of events that have been currently happening in the state of the nation. I won't dive too deep into that because we don't really talk about politics much on this show. However, if for some strange reason you're not familiar with this, allow me to reiterate this for you. But obviously, if you guys don't know by now, I am currently and still a service member, and so anytime something goes on with our service members, I do like to highlight these things. But on a bit of a somber note. I do want to take a moment to honor the four service members who are no longer with us, who passed away in Kuwait at the port during an unmanned aircraft system attack. So going down from the top of the rank down to the bottom, starting with Captain Cody Cork, Sergeant First Class Noah Tajins, Sergeant First Class Nicole Armour, and Sergeant Declan Cody, who was posthumously promoted from the rank of specialist to sergeant. Um, my thoughts are with my brothers and sisters who are no longer with us due to a unfortunate incident that we are still trying to wrap our heads around. That's how I'll say that to remain correct. Um, so our condolences go out to those individuals and to my fallen brothers and sisters. We'll see each other again. All right. DJ Micah B, you want to give us the rundown of what we got going on here today, and then I'll get into the next part of what we got going on today.
Yeah. So right before we move on, my condolences to those families as well as everybody else is up here. I am not a service member, but I do have friends that are service members, and I tell you all the time, your service is 100% thanked from every citizen in the USA. So going from that into what we got going on now. First of all, we got OG Mel in the building. I don't know if there he is.
You put 50 on there, so I got somebody from Queens got to step in on it. So I'm here.
Okay, all right. Well, this beef between 50 and T.I. is getting heated and personal. It's to the point where T.I. has released a diss track. Domani has released a diss track. Am I missing another one of his kids that released the track? I feel like somebody else did. Or was it just those two?
King put one out there.
King put one, something like that. It's out there. What it means is another thing, but it's out there.
I mean, this came from a simple, I want to do a versus against 50 Cent. And it's gotten to the point where 50 Cent's arch nemesis, Rick Ross, said he wanted one of those shirts that I think it was King. It could have been King or Domani made 50 Cent's late mother on the shirt, wearing it around. And Rick Ross said he wants that in a 3X, bro. Now, number one, let's be serious here. Rick Ross
it's not unlike Rick Ross to insert himself into somebody else's beef.
That's true. And Ross need to stay right where the fuck he at. All right, just stay out of this, brother. This ain't for you.
Second thing is,
you know what? While we on this, this is gonna sound controversial, but why 3X, my brother? Like, I feel like once you get past 2X, you fucking up. Like, I'm not one to shame nobody, but goddamn, bro.
Fuck that. I am.
I honestly feel like 1X is like, all right, let's taper this down some, but 3X.
There was a point in time where him and Big X the Plug was wearing the same size. Yeah. Anyways, back to where we the original scheduled programming.
Back to regularly scheduled programming. So, fellas, I want to ask you before I go down this list. Anybody got any comments they want to make on this beef, on who you think would win this versus? Or because one of the things that's floating around is 50 Cent is real and from the streets. But people have been coming with T.I.'s receipts too, saying, hey, T.I. is also from the streets. This is not just a street guy versus a rapper one way or the other. So does anybody have anything they want to comment on? Anybody getting too personal? Anything getting too crazy? Or do you just like the old school beef ever since Drake and Kendrick had at it. Now it's 50 and Ti.
No,
You
you
know,
can actually
I,
break that shit down all the way, and then we can talk about all the disrespectful shit at the end.
Yeah. Because I like, truth be told, I am just as a fan of music, I am just glad that somewhat classic beefs are kind of finding their way back. Even though it's involving artists that like were our childhood artists growing up, it's great to see because it means that we're getting away from whatever the fuck they was doing prior to all this, which was not real beef. It was just a bunch of dudes talking without no action or people pulling up with guns and shooting and all the other dumb shit. Back to where you're having beef where there's diss tracks being dropped and they're dropping, and because of the world of streaming, it'll hit YouTube, it'll hit X, it'll hit IG, like it'll hit anywhere else but the radio because the radio needs no more clout at this point in time. We want access immediately, and we ain't got time to wait for the radio to be like, hey, here's a new. Nah, fuck all that. Drop that shit on. You can literally schedule shit on YouTube and let that shit drop, and I'm all the way with that type of shit.
I echo your sentiments, my brother. It really feels like for me, like when you mentioned like these are like, our childhood like rappers and artists and such. I feel like them two clashing is something I would have never seen. It's something like fucking Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter happening out the blue. Like I never asked for it, but shit, since we here, might as well,
That's a solid analogy for that.
Yeah, that really
Nah,
is.
I'm different on this. I just want to know where the fuck. It's my bad. I didn't mean to curse. My bad.
No, welcome to Gentleman's Talk. You
Welcome
can be
to
as
Gentleman's
unfiltered as
Talk.
you need to be.
Yeah. Where was this energy in 2008 when 50 was calling you out?
That's exactly right. About to get
This,
at.
I mean,
this
no, he-
2026.
yeah, no, cook. By all means, cook on this one. 'Cause it's true. I think a lot of music folk and fans forgot that this is not the first time that these two have somewhat gone at it.
Yeah.
Exchange words.
Yeah, let's say exchange words. That's probably the way we'll say it.
It's weird to me.
Well,
It is.
I got a question. I got a question for y'all. Especially OG Mel here. Mel, I gotta know, what is your favorite hip hop / rap beef of all time?
Hold on one second.
Okay, Mr. GQ, you got one?
I'm gonna go after OG Mill. I just want to
Okay.
see. I want to see where he's at. I have a feeling we won't be too far apart timeline wise, but I think we're gonna be on a similar timeline. But
Okay, I'll go
'cause-
first. I will definitely go first. This might be old to a lot of people out there, but I don't care. Now that I am at the age I am, and I can go back and listen to all the diss tracks that came out, and I think everybody's gonna think Ice Cube versus NWA. It's not it. I'm going LL Cool J versus Cannabis. For me, it's a toss between LL Cool J and Cannabis or LL Cool J and Kool Moe Dee. I love it.
It's
Yeah.
LL Cool J and Kool Moe Dee for me.
That was mine. I was gonna go there. My bad.
So me and Mel was on the same page. But
Yeah,
I mean, it's no secret how I feel about LL Cool J as an artist.
Me
and all
either.
that stuff on this show. So it's not even it shouldn't surprise anybody that's that's my all-time favorite, hip hop beat, because that style to me, and I'm glad that Mel's here because he can chime on this too. That particular beef with him and Kool Moe Dee was the way that it should have been. Because the songs that were dropped over and over again was like back to back to back on the radio. Like you jumped in your car at a certain time of day because you knew a new track was coming. And these boys was just dropping bangers after bangers after bangers. Like it was like that. And they both was really just throwing haymakers. Like it really was it was solid. It was good. It lasted a long time. Like it was like it was a changing of the guard for like in a way, because like the way that these you had never seen a rap feud that had multiple diss tracks like this. I think still of all the rap beefs that we're aware of, I think this one still had the most diss tracks that were dropped still. So, and Drake and Kendrick got close. They got close to this. Like I know people talk about like Jay-Z and Nas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tupac and Biggie, they didn't drop that many diss tracks. They did a lot of
Yeah.
shit talking. 100%. They did a whole bunch of shit talking, but they didn't drop a lot of diss tracks to against each other. Obviously, Ice Cube and NWA. Ice Cube really shut their ass down with no Vaseline. NWA tried because they tried to call him the hell Benedict Arnold. Yeah, and that didn't go over well. That set him off. Like the fact that this man turned around a goddamn private yacht and said, I'm finna go back to the studio and fire their ass up and did exactly that is diabolical all by itself. I didn't really care too much for Pusha T and Drake. I don't really even know how much people want to call that
That's not a beef. That's a one-sided.
Yeah, that's what that was. Then there was like this random Gucci Man and Jeezy one that kind of happened a little bit. It didn't didn't materialize like
Jeezy,
it should have though.
Jeezy and Gucci was not hip hop beef. That was real life beef.
Yeah.
That was real life beef. That wasn't hip hop beef.
And that one, because that one really tiptoed on a line of like somebody might have, unalived the other. But I guess then there was 50 and Ja Rule. That one was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. I just said fun. I did not say good or entertaining. I just said fun. It's the only word I'm gonna use. Fun. That was it.
T.I. and Lil Flip is another one.
T.I. and Lil Flip was, I'm gonna use the word underrated because we were like in high school when that one was going on. And that's when like I remember like T.I. was talking about like Lil Flip was like renting vehicles and them wasn't his houses. Like he took a lot of personal shots at Flip on that one. That one was entertaining.
T.I. and Luda had the short haymaker in the songs, but Luda kind of killed it when he said "Stay off the TIP of my."
Yeah, like that's not a tree that T.I. want to bark up. I don't think that'll go over very well. Like even if that was to happen now with like this seasoned version of Luda, I don't think T.I. want that level of smoke. Cause like Luda's in his like I don't know what kind of era he in, but like he just be dropping just gems and shit just be hitting. Like he dropped 44 bars and was like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Like that shit was absolutely fired up.
Mr. Jens, you got any hip hop beef that you liked?
See, y'all named it. It was the it was even before I was born. It was Ice Cube and NWA. Like,
okay,
that shit was.
So that was more like history for you than actual.
Yeah, that's history for me. Thank you. But no, yeah, it's still history for you guys too.
I mean, history-ish.
I mean, I was watching Arthur while it was going on. We were
young kids when NWA was still a prominent group. So
yeah, you were still swinging your daddy nuts.
Like we weren't that old yet. We were still like we weren't. I think I might have been walking. Yeah, I was walking. I wasn't comprehending, but I was walking.
I probably had a fistful of fucking baby Cheetos or something. Probably not really cognizant, just like fucking babbling and shit.
Oh, I was 100% in the babbling phase. I just knew I was walking. That's about it. Like, can't tell me nothing else that was going on.
Okay. All right, OG Mel, you was around during that time, I guess. How was that? How was that beef in real time with Ice Cube and NWA?
It was crazy because for us, that was our look on the East Coast into like real like West Coast drama. So we was locked in, and being in the music industry with my my cousins and all that, so we was getting secondhand information on who was going to drop what. And back then there was no internet, so you had to.
Yep.
How's it going? Oh. Yep. No, you good. Yep. So you good.
All right. So,
my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, but yeah. So you had to sit in front of the radio and wait for it. Like when they said it's going to premiere at 6:00, you had to be there at 6:00.
Wasn't no playback.
No, I mean they played it back, but you ain't probably didn't hear it again until 10.
Okay.
Like you're either you're there or you missed it. That's simple as it was back then.
But, yeah. So, but back to this to this whole T.I. 50 shit.
Yeah.
Let's get this clear. You know, T.I. my twin. That's my dude. But 50 washes him in the verses, and it's not even close.
I don't know.
No.
We about to get to these
No.
songs, and we gonna see.
Okay.
Hey, I'm somebody. Look,
You can
somebody
get
else.
to him if you want to.
Somebody else on my side. I said
If T.I.
that-
if he win 4 rounds, that'll be amazing.
I
Okay.
said 50 would keep this shit compelling and entertaining, and then Mel just solidified what I was saying. So, but DJ Micah B, do your thing, take this thing over, and let us know what we got going on.
As y'all know, here we go 15 and 15. That's just our rule, because in real time, if 2 artists do 30 songs in total and they're all, let's just say, 5 minutes apiece, you're looking at a good 2.5 to 4 hour concert, especially if they start talking shit to each other in between. I remember watching Jeezy and Gucci, and Jeezy and Gucci lasted about 3.5 hours. So I can only imagine what this one will last. So I'm going to ask y'all, for this purpose, I didn't make the list. So don't jump down my throat about what didn't make the list. Again, I did use ChatGPT for the 15 best songs of both sides. So this is ChatGPT's list.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
There you go, using that damn environmentally unfriendly shit.
Hey,
Burn it down, rainforest. Shit.
Hey, okay. First of all right, I'm more biased to T.I. than I am 50 Cent. So if I made the list for T.I., I wouldn't have made a good list past the hits for 50 Cent anyway. That's why I opted to use ChatGPT. Okay, so don't kill the messenger, don't kill the rules. This is what it is.
I'm here for it.
Here we go. Which side do y'all want to hear first?
Go T.I.
Oh, it don't even matter.
Okay.
Go T.I. first.
I got an answer for T.I. All right. According to ChatGPT, the top 15 songs for T.I. is Whatever You Like, Live Your Life, Bring 'Em Out, What You Know, Rubber Band Man, Dead and Gone, 24s, ASAP, Top Back, Why You Wanna, Go Get It, No Mediocre, About the Money, You Don't Know Me, and they do have Swagger Like Us. That is the 15 that ChatGPT says is the top 15 most iconic and influential songs by T.I.
All right, so I know that was environmentally unfriendly, but ChatGPT was kind of cooking with that one. They might have cooked the fucking rainforest, but that was a good list. That was a good list. Yeah.
See? Okay.
Okay. The only one that I have a pause with is that it's
crazy to have No Mediocre on there, because those 15 are definitely mediocre. But let's go.
My thoughts exactly. Like no Mediocre is the one that stood out. Like
personally, I would have put I'm Illy in place of No Mediocre. I would have put
or Big Things Popping, or like I mean, like there's a couple of tracks that kind of got left out of that one.
Not granted, again, ChatGPT uses a lot of Billboard and streams.
It did say the most influential T.I. songs, so like it wouldn't have named like the cult classics, the fan favorites, like the real nigga songs,
What the hell was culturally inspirational about No Mediocre with him and Iggy Azalea?
I got you. You're saying what was influential.
Correct.
You have to remember at the time, Iggy was really big. She was huge.
I'm not arguing any of that.
So because she was really huge at that time, that's why that's a big song. Do I think it's that good of a song? No. But influential wise, the girls is going down the hall talking about I'm so fancy, same time, So okay, now let's flip it over to 50 Cent. All right.
Let's see what we got.
Here are the top 15 by 50 Cent. I should have read this the first time. Ranked based on cultural impact, chart performance, and fan favorites. All right. In the Club, 21
Obviously.
Questions, Many Men, PIMP, Candy Shop, Hate It or Love It, Patiently, Window Shopper, If I Can't, Just a Little Bit, I Get Money, Banks Back Down, Disco Inferno, Ayo Technology.
T.I. died. And Big Rich Town ain't even on there.
I was just about to say what happened to Big Rich Town featuring Joe. That's crazy.
Did you say just a
me,
little bit?
Me and Mel about to be in lockstep on this one because like
I wasn't expecting AO Technology to make that list.
Hey,
I mean, I like
that's a hidden gem banger though.
It's a great song. It's a great song.
Timberland was in his bag on that one.
No, I love that song, but I thought that was like a deep cut. Like I was like,
Yeah, but
okay,
then-
ball.
Is it
Like,
me? Because I
even-
can only hear DJ. I can't hear nobody else talk.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
He said he can only hear DJ talking. I was like, I hear everybody.
I hear
That ain't good because I can hear everybody too.
And then I'm also like, cause like I noticed like Get Up wasn't on there, which I like Get Up. Some people don't, but I thought Get Up should have been on there, but it's okay. You know, we'll leave that one alone.
Listen,
Like-
there's
I'm
there's
just- I'm
songs
just-
that
I'm just putting my opinion out there. That's what
But-
we're here for.
but nonetheless, let's start with GQ. Go ahead. Let's start with you.
When you say start with me, what are we starting with? Just so
Well,
I'm
You picking a side. You're gonna pick a side.
You already did.
Oh, I mean, I kind of already
You already
did.
did.
Well, explain your side.
Okay. Okay. Now we cooking somewhere. Okay, that's fine. So this is gonna be I'm taking 50 side of this just kind of just for the sake of taking it, because it's just there's a lot of hood classics from T.I. Like if you want to make an argument that some of T.I.'s songs lasted longer, cool, whatever. But it's just the way that the 50 Cent basically will say entered the chat, to use the modern day terms. Like when he came into this thing with In the Club and all that other stuff, like it's just like he just continually just took off. Oh look, hold on, let me fix this real quick. Look like Mel came back, and then we'll remove the previous Mel. We had two Mels. Sorry, I had to bring one out. All right.
Can you hear everybody now, Mel?
Oh, hold on.
All right.
All right,
I've-
yeah.
All right. So anyway, so like I said, with that one, with Many Men, obviously Window Shopper, just like, and I'm trying to keep it without saying a lot of his songs with like, I guess we'll say like features. Like if you just go with like a lot of the solo stuff, but like he had a lot of songs for me personally that was just like, you know, I could go back and play them over and over again. Even the song like Wankster, like was fire. Even I Get Money, Straight to the Bank, like, you know, of course, you know, I was a big fan of I Get Money, but most people wasn't. But you know, just, you know, 21 Questions, another good one. Then you had the G Unit era. Then you had him in the Game with Hate It or Love It. Like I felt like he just had banger after banger after banger after banger, and it just never seemed to, like, the only reason it fell off, if you will, is because he just stopped making music. It wasn't because he was dropping trash. Like,
yeah, we talked about. I said that last episode. Like 50 really didn't have a lot of albums. He just had a lot of bangers.
yeah, and that's really like, and then you start adding all the collabs that he did. You know, the stuff he did with Eminem, the stuff he did with G Unit, all the other stuff. Like it's a fun, I guess the word is discography of just everything that he's done. Like, and so that's just me. Like that's just the way I feel. Even now, like even in 2026. Many Men for me hits harder now than it did when I was a kid because of the, you know, obviously the meaning. Like that's on my gym playlist, and it hits for a different reason now because I use it as a motivation now because it fits. Now there are still songs from T.I. that are also on my workout playlist, but
I feel like this might be controversial, but I feel like if it's a one and done, one diss track versus one diss track, T.I. would take it. But if it was like a series of diss tracks, 50 would win in the long run. Like I feel like 50 would drop more consistent diss tracks. Like that's just how I feel about it.
that's an interesting perspective way of looking at it. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. But I wouldn't sell 50 short on a 1-for-1. Because I think if you like if they were both like if for the sake of discussion, if the current one out that T.I. did wasn't out there and they both was like, hey, y'all both got 48 hours to put together a diss track, like I think it would be a lot closer than people think. I don't think it would be like like would I bet my life on it? No, but I think it would be a lot closer than people think.
Oh yeah, not to discredit 50. Like I'm sure it'd be a close battle. Like I just in my mind, if it's a sprint, T.I., if it's a marathon, 50. That's how I look at it.
I mean, so
It don't matter the race. 50 wins. It don't matter the race.
because we also got to remember there's one, like it's not a rap beef, but one of 50's best beefs was him and Floyd Mayweather, and he was beyond petty. Because he did the whole video. Hey man, if you could read one page out of a Harry Potter book, I'd donate $50,000 to a charity of your choice. And then threw that ice bucket off the side of a building. Like the levels of petty that 50 will go to. And then of course, everything he did last year, with the Diddy document and everything, all the shit. Like
I feel like Diddy would just make it more fun. Like I'm not Diddy, I mean 50. I don't know why the hell I said Diddy, Lord. Shit.
Because there's just
That's
I think there's like
to what fun is.
He's gonna let you slide on that
for real. But like it's like this. Like 50 is like a Dragon Ball Z character. Like 50 got another level he can go to. He just don't have to do it very often because his base form is so effective.
This man no ball. One might say Dragon Ball.
And just so since we're on the topics of documentaries, 50 is working on a documentary on your boy Clifford as well.
Correct. That is the thing. If y'all haven't seen the articles yet, there's some story, there's some controversy out there. We're gonna call it like that. His name done came up in I think correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's 13 cases or 13.
30. It's 30 total.
Oh, it's 30 now. Okay, but I knew about 13 for sure.
Yeah, there was 12 out here in Vegas, a couple out in LA, New York, and Atlanta total. The statute of limitations is why the cases didn't go forward. And so it's a lot going on. But yeah. Clifford is basically the Diddy of Atlanta. So he gonna get his. He gonna get his.
Sorry. The down south Diddy just sound crazy.
It's just I just find it so fucking crazy how 50 just he like I'll be posting his videos all the fucking time with him just sitting there. That's really what 50 be fucking.
Listen,
he'll throw some shit out there and be like,
my algorithm is full of videos with 50 eating popcorn.
Yeah, same.
Shit. I'm telling you, like it's.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna say some really just out there shit, but 50 must be like the modern day reincarnation of Loki. He must be the god of mischief in nigga form.
50 is Black Air Force energy. Because when he hit you, he curb stomping. Like he not teasing you, he not walking you to it, he not even talking. He just straight curb stomping. Like by the time he gets you, it's like when the feds got you with an indictment. They already did all the research. So by the time I get you, I done already got you.
50 is who exactly he think he is.
He's just now a really smart businessman on top of it.
Yeah.
Which makes him more dangerous because he has more resources. Like remember, he did a vitamin water commercial promoting vitamin water by pouring it off the top of a big ass building in New York. Like this man does the most ridiculous shit and it's effective. Like one of his best songs is literally called "Have a Baby by Me." And females ate that shit up because it was one of them songs. Like they was like, I'm trying to have a baby and be a millionaire too. Like that was like a whole trend for a while. And the beat
Tis was. Yeah, that song wasn't even on the list.
Yeah.
While we had it. Yeah. Well, like I said, one of my favorite quotes from 50. He says, I don't want no problems. But if people want a problem, I say no problem.
It's factual.
All right, yeah, that's pretty factual. Mr. Gent, what you got?
Man, this one is difficult for me due to one, my age. So 50 was a little bit before. Well, 50 was like middle school me, but T.I. started popping when I was in high school. And then when Ain't About the Money
So
came,
you mean mainstream T.I. is what you're saying?
Yeah,
T.I. been around. They're not
Yeah.
far apart in the timeline.
Yeah.
But mainstream
But
T.I.
you must be mainstream
You had to
T.I.
realize-
because street T.I. been out.
Yeah, street T.I. been out, but you had to realize that I went to a predominantly white school.
That don't mean shit to us.
So
That
I didn't
don't mean
hear.
a motherfucker.
we know,
It
sir. We know you.
fucking
We know
does.
your family. We know your family.
You better go ask your dad something.
They're the reason why I know. But doing that is mainstream T.I. came out, and
Okay, because 2001 was when he first was like. I'm just saying his debut album came out in 2001. It was called "I'm Serious."
I'm serious with Beanie Man.
So that's how I know he been around. He's been around longer than 50. Actually,
You got to understand, in 2001, Gent was still probably watching Power Rangers. Give my brother some fucking grace.
Nigga, in
That's true,
2001, I was still watching Power Rangers. The hell? That's Power Rangers in space or Lost Galaxy. The fuck are you talking about?
Listen, do you understand why that album went under the radar in a way? Because it came out in October of 2001. We were dealing with September 11th, 2001. We were all in like we're in sixth grade.
Like I would say
when
that's
9/11 happened.
That's where I'm sitting here like, yeah, that's y'all talking about Power Rangers. I was running through Baltimore.
Yeah, see,
I
Mel was in the streets.
Yeah, I was outside. And
Yeah, bro, we know.
Mel jumped off the porch for real.
Yeah, I was what, 21?
So you were legal drinking age.
21?
And Micah was we was 13, Micah?
And when?
2001. We was 13?
Hell no, I was 11.
I was 10.
I was 12. I was 12 because because of my birthday. Yeah,
I think me and Outlaw the same age. You're a
Yeah.
year older than me.
I literally, like, 9/11 happened. I was 10 years old.
Yeah, so we were not legal drinking age. Yet. Mel was out here in the streets drinking a 40, living good life.
Yeah, I was tearing up Baltimore. I was in DMV going crazy.
Mel was probably playing college football at the time.
Actually, I was on the Ravens practice squad.
Oh, okay. Well,
You did-
goddamn.
2021. That makes sense. That makes sense for the timeline.
Okay. Mr. Jen just said it was hard. He never picked a side.
Yeah.
This is true. He did not.
The reason why I was trying to get to the reason why I was hard, but Ain't About the Money was pretty much came out when I was, I think, a senior.
Yeah, you were in high school.
So yeah, so that shit,
Man, ain't about the money. Wow.
that shit that had me fucking lit. But
we
when
was,
I
we
when
was
I
tearing
go
up the
back,
shoot.
I think
Yeah.
I was blackout drunk to that song one time.
but when I spent the past couple of weeks just playing the songs back, and 50 that nigga, I'm not gonna lie. 50 that nigga that just gets me going. Like it gets, like if I put a 50 song on, I'm gonna go do something productive. I'm gonna go get active, try to get underneath somebody, you know, type shit. But yeah, so I'm going with 50 with this shit, bro.
Damn. So
Out.
I'm sorry. I'm playing with this timeline. I'm sorry, Micah. So Ain't About the Money came out in 2014.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's off the
Oh.
Paperwork album. So yeah, so Jit, you discovered T.I. so late in the game.
That's what I'm
It's not even
saying.
funny. Like Paperwork is now, mind you, Paperwork's a good album, but I'm like, brother,
It's
you
a
missed,
late.
like,
It's a late album in T.I.'s career.
yeah,
I
that's
didn't
late-
discover
that's late
T.I.
in it.
in that for Ain't About the Money, but when it came down to it, I think it's what Swagger Like Us, Big Things
That's
Popping.
What 2010?
Swagger,
Eight-
Swagger
eight-
Like
eight-
Us is 08. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
08 is Swagger
you
Like
know-
Us.
That's,
I'm gonna mess the timeline up. You said this came out in 2014.
Mhm.
You know what else came out in 2014? Fucking Fetty Wap first single.
damn.
He dropped
like,
a
hey,
Fetty
what's
Wap
up?
reference.
Hello.
I had to
Damn.
put it out there.
Hey, Fetty was going crazy in 14 because he had Trap
crazy.
Queen.
Definitely.
Then he had that I want you to be mine,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had Remy Boys. Fetty Wap was going crazy in 2014.
Yeah.
Eddie went on a
So-
damn run.
Baby, want you
So-
to come my way.
Trap Queen came out in 2015, but
Okay,
And
My
then he has,
Way.
but then he has
Damn.
My Way. He has 679. Like, you know
But
me,
it's
I'm
crazy
finna,
how
I'm
that
finna pull the diss
overlapped with the
rapper real
late
quick.
T.I. era. Like that's
Yeah.
weird that Jent
Well,
was on
so-
T.I. and Fetty Wap at the same time.
But if you think about it, musically speaking, 2014 is kind of when the quote unquote mumble rappers really started to become the norm. Because
Yeah,
remember,
emerged in the underground.
because
That was
remember,
a transition.
designer came out. A lot of them cats came out. Like we all remember the Panda song. Say whatever the fuck you want. These were real things that happened. Like, you know, Migos,
Bobby
Young
Shmurda.
Thug, like a
Bobby
whole
Shmurda
trend,
was
a
2014 for
whole
sure.
a whole trend of these cats started coming out. Like we
Bobby
had
Shmurda went to jail and couldn't stop rapping like it was 2014.
yeah, like a
I don't
lot of
care.
shit happened in that 2014.
He released the song.
Yeah.
He
Young
released a
M.A.
song and it
This
sounded like he
Young
never evolved.
M.A. Young M.A.
Yeah.
went crazy in 2014 with Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
But as far as this beef goes, yeah, I don't think it's a secret to y'all. I'm gonna go T.I. I'll die on the hill by myself if I absolutely have to on this podcast today. No disrespect to 50 Cent because I like 50, I do, but T.I. music has always just related to me more, and I like 50, I really do. But past the Massacre, I wasn't really into 50 Cent music like that no more. Past the Massacre. Like y'all said, I do like Baby by Me, obviously. You know, but past like 21 Questions and Many Men Won't Get Rich. Like Get Rich or Die Trying is still one of the best hip hop albums ever released. Like, let's just take it for what it is.
Agreed.
It's one of the best hip hop albums ever. It's probably top 5 of all time. That's how good. Like for 50 Cent to come out like that and that be his debut album, that might be the best debut album of all time for any rapper ever.
It is the best.
That damn
It
good.
Yeah.
is.
No,
It is.
that album is what catapulted 50
Yeah.
to a era. But like I'm going because you said the Massacre, and I just wanted to go back and look. So you talking about an album that had Candy Shop, Disco Inferno, Get in My Car, Just a Little Bit, Gatman and Robin with him and Eminem, My Toy Soldier. So I'm like that was solid. That was a
I hated
50
Candy
just-
Shop.
that
I
was
hated
a
He just
50
posted it. So we know Massacre just went 20 times platinum. Just so you
yeah.
know.
Oh yeah. I don't. The Massacre for me was it was a pretty good album. I don't like Candy Shop. I've always hated Candy
Yeah.
Shop.
And
I'm
that's
just let
fine.
y'all
I mean,
know.
yeah, and then
I'm not denying that's a hit though. It obviously
yeah.
it's a hit. I just never really.
Yeah, and see, I was a fan of the Curtis album because that's where, you know, of course, I Get Money, you know, AO Technology, which we just talked about, was on that one. Straight to the Bank, which was I love the beat on that one.
AO
listen.
Technology is that shit though. That's my favorite.
It's
50
probably
Cent
my
song.
favorite,
So-
like not super duper mainstream
So,
50
like,
song.
AO Technology was like watching 50 go through a growth because it was different from all his other songs. Like he has no other song like that, but that one was so different the way it hit, and everybody was like, I don't know how to feel about this. But then when it hit, you're like, I fuck
If
with this.
50 did like a whole concept album off that one song, like made it the sound of that album, I would have fucked with it.
Yeah, I'm just for me personally, which is why I used Chat GPT to make the list because I wanted to take my own bias out of the list. Because I'm pretty sure if I say, hey Mel, give me your top 25 50 Cent songs, it will not look like Chat GPT's list. And they say, hey Micah, give me your top 25 T.I. songs. Some of these songs will be on here from Chat GPT, but not all of them would be. Because it's you know what I'm saying, it's personal bias and what I prefer in the sound and things like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, for sure.
Personally, between the two lists that Chat GPT gave, I prefer T.I.'s. Right? So I'm gonna lean with T.I. I know Outlaw, I don't know if you ever gave your answer.
Oh no, 50 all the way. Like
Okay.
there's no not to discredit T.I. I don't think that you picking T.I. is a bad choice. I feel like they're two phenomenal artists. I feel like it's like trying to choose between fucking Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. You're not gonna go wrong either way. You're gonna have a good time regardless.
I mean,
Yeah. And
Yeah,
we,
like
you
I'm
know,
not. Yeah, go
we
ahead,
didn't
man.
even add. I'm just gonna, and I was going not saying, we didn't even add in like none of the mixtape shit. This is
No,
just, this is just, charted songs.
Right.
yeah, the mixtape conversation would have been crazy. But and here's the thing, like you really Outlaw, you hit the nail on the head. You really can't be wrong with either artist. Both artists are phenomenal artists. They really are. Like, say whatever you want about however you feel about them. Like, you can't talk about music in the 2000s without them. They're both prevalent in the 2000s and partially the 2010s. Like, you can't talk about, like, in the South, we can't talk about 2000 when the South went on a rap and hip hop run without talking about T.I. Like, he is a relevant staple in this conversation. Just like with 50 being up on the
Oh,
North.
I
Like,
was just I was just about to say that 50 put the East Coast on his back in the 2000s because they outside of 50 and G Unit, it was like, yo, I mean, you got Dipset, but they weren't really making waves like that.
Dipset really was just good for, let's be honest, they were good for what, 06, 07, 08?
I mean, yeah.
At best. Because, like, think about it.
When did Cameron drop Oh Boy?
06.
Okay, well, yeah.
And then We Fly High was our senior year of high school. That was 08. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, really, after
you know
that,
what? 50
the older I get, the whacker that song gets. I'm sorry.
I guess you could say like 50 carried like I guess the northeast coast, but like wasn't Florida rap kind of taking off at that time?
Yeah, Flow Rider, T.I. I mean, Flow Rider, yeah,
T-Pain, Rick Ross,
T-Pain, Rick, like the whole DJ Khaled thing, all that was becoming a thing.
Yeah,
because at that point, Jay-Z had taken a break. He wasn't dropping stuff. Like, he had taken a small break before he dropped Blueprint. Kingdom Come, and then the
Blueprint 3.
Yeah, the Blueprint, and then the Throne album, like with Kanye. Like, but he took a break. He took long enough for a break.
Thank you, Moo. I knew hey, thank you, Moo.
That's fine. Like I said, I'm
not
mad at anybody in this particular one, because depending on
I imagine Michelin the Moolage.
You listen to him on Fridays.
I tolerate him.
Wow, and the truth shall set you free.
Facts.
Nah. So you got this is. I'm learning a lot from watching wrestling. I wasn't a big wrestling guy, so I started watching wrestling. So now I just started antagonizing shit.
That's the only way. If you got to tap into your inner heel.
50 got to get in the booth.
Listen. I'm gonna stand on. I'm gonna stand on what I said earlier. 50 is Black Air Force energy. When he drops, it's gonna be without warning. And when it happened, everybody gonna be like, "What the fuck?" It's gonna happen. Just let it be where it lay. Because now I will say, like, when these diss tracks came out, when not King, but the other kid from T.I. Now, when he dropped his and he started off with "Sorry Miss Jackson," that was cold. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was fucked up.
No, it's this. Okay, the problem I have with Damani's diss track. One, you basically copied and pasted Kendrick, number one. That's number one. Number two, Jadakiss already killed the Miss Jackson beat dissing 50. So you trying to do that. Like, if you're going to do it, be original. Be original. Don't.
Okay. But to be fair, I don't think he knows about Jadakiss already killing the Miss Jackson beat, bro. He's young. I don't think he knows. Like, we know that, but I don't think he does.
Well, most of these new artists don't know. They all recycle the same shit.
Right. Like, a lot of them don't do their history on that stuff. So he doesn't.
He's only 24 years old. So, I mean,
he's a rapper. So I'm not gonna say he don't know, because it's his job to know.
Mel,
Mel,
listen to me, Mel.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I'm just saying I'm not gonna say, well, he's young and this, that. Yeah, but if you're gonna do something, I expect you, especially if you're gonna go diss somebody like 50, you're gonna go do your homework. Kendrick, look, this is why I'm gonna go on a little side tangent. This is why even with Kendrick, I had a problem with the stuff that he was doing, because he copied and pasted. He copied and pasted what Joe Budden did. He copied and pasted what Pusha T did. A lot of the stuff he did wasn't him. It was just well, I'm just going to try and do what they did a little bit better than they did.
That's fair. I can say that's fair. But
Like-
again, you know, a lot of the younger generation now, listen to how they talk about basketball players, how they talk about football players. They don't care about the history.
No, they don't respect the history.
They don't care or respect the history. So
they're not students of the craft.
Right.
Because they all think that they're the next one versus like paying homage to the OGs that came before them and all the other stuff. So that's why like I don't buy a lot of stock in a lot of these younger cats when they come out and try to, you know, drop diss tracks and all the other, because I'm like, sometimes, like, here's the thing, like when Domani, right, when he dropped that, I'm like, you don't want to bark up that tree because you're not experienced enough of a rapper to even go at somebody like 50. So when 50 kills you, like what's gonna happen is very similar to what happened with Eminem and MGK. It's gonna be a kill shot. That's what it's gonna be.
So the Domani is, bro, just leave it to your dad. Like just leave it alone. Okay? Don't insert yourself into this. This is not for kids.
Too late. Oh, he already inserted himself.
I know he inserted himself, but it's not too late to just and back out. It ain't too late to leave it alone.
He not gonna get that J. Cole type of pass. He not getting that J. Cole type of pass.
50 not gonna let that go. He
like
up.
You came out and not only did you drop one, you talked about this man mama. Like, you know how we feel about mamas in the black community. We got to get that lick back 100%.
That man, right.
And the fact that the Domani's mama's still alive and finna take these live rounds is finna be what people need to keep their eyes on.
Let me see. Reed Dion says Jadakiss, Fat Joe, Sheik Luch all got 50 Cent added. I know for sure Jadakiss did. But Fat Joe, no, I'm gonna have to disagree.
I didn't buy into the Fat Joe one very much. Like there were some shots taken, but to say like he got him, nah.
I will say for sure, Jadakiss with Checkmate really, because back then I wasn't that big of a Jadakiss fan. But Checkmate, whenever I first heard it, I was like, oh, okay. And 50 even says like, hey, sometimes you got some people that'll rap and you hear me, you just like, okay, bro, I hear you. You got me. I wasn't expecting that. So when he was referring to Jadakiss.
Yeah.
I mean, now Jada's the only one that straightened up 50's posture.
Yeah.
That's the right way of saying it. Straightened up his posture.
Jadakiss is one of those, dog. Like
Look, we all remember 300 bars. We all remember it.
It was good.
Yeah, it was entertaining. It was entertaining.
It was good.
Look, Moo is gonna stand on this Kanye thing.
Okay. So I hear you, because Kanye and 50 had the bet and Kanye outsold him.
Yeah, we all remember because they dropped their album on the same day.
But what people failed to realize was in the second and third week, 50 outsold Kanye. It
was not even close. Like,
and I love Kanye.
Yeah,
he
but if you would
destroyed him,
if you would have taken the total sales for the month, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, 50 destroyed him on the back end.
Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Kanye won the battle. 50 won the war.
Like, basically, yeah. Look at it like a movie. Like, Kanye won opening weekend, 50 won the month.
Yes. And
that's
I'm
how
as
that
big
went
as a
down.
Kanye fan as you can get.
100%. Listen,
I watched the 106 in Park episode.
Listen,
if Kanye outsells me, I'll retire this and that, blah, blah, blah. Nobody took him for real on that.
Yeah.
But Kanye outsold him the first week because Kanye was the hottest shit rapping at the time.
Yeah, there is, and we know there is no Kanye slander on this show. We have the utmost of respect for Kanye around here. 50 was smart enough to never say Nas name. There was never going to be beef between those two.
No, they agreed. I mean, Kanye even said 50 told me go ahead and switch the style up, and if they hate, then let them hate. Then watch the money pile up. Good life. Like we know this. 50 was smart enough to never say Nas' name. I mean, Nas never said 50 name either. So why would 50 have to mention Nas?
Yeah, and Nas was in a beef with Jay-Z, and then they rectified the beef, and then Nas kind of just was chilling. Like Nas wasn't really fucking with nobody at that point.
Hey, y'all remember when Lil Wayne had beef with 50 and dropped the diss track?
That's like a hidden archive type of thing. Like people completely forget about. That's one of those you literally got to dig into the archives to even remember. The fact that you can bring it up because you're a DJ, you remember this kind of shit, but like everybody don't just think about that because that was so long ago. That was so long ago that it literally got lost in the shuffle of history.
Lil Wayne's hardest bar from that diss track. It's all about $1. Fuck 2 quarters, bitch. I pour syrup in their vitamin water, and I'm like, come on. Louisiana,
yeah, Louisiana, or something like that. What it was called?
Oh man, come on, man.
Yeah, Louisiana, that's what it was called. I was like, I couldn't remember, but it just, yeah.
My favorite beef was Bone Thugs and Harmony versus Chicago and 3 6 Mafia.
Another one of them beefs that kind of go under the radar nowadays. That's
okay. So
go for it. I'm gonna chime back in on the Wayne and on the Wayne and 50 thing here, but here's the thing: when 50 and Wayne was beefing, what 50 said wasn't wrong because he was talking about Wayne's work ethic and his business decisions because he knew what Wayne can do, but Wayne was out here being reckless and irresponsible. And Wayne, being young at the time, didn't take that the right way. And that's why the diss track came out. So really and truly, if you want to play the game, 50 was looking out for Wayne. And Wayne did what most of the YNs are doing this current generation and say, you know what, fuck all that, and took a shot.
No. That's the outline of it. But you see,
that's fine.
But you see, it's also all about approach, right? And
absolutely.
50's approach was not it. 50's approach was more of, you don't know what you're doing. You can't tell me nothing else about what you're doing, this, and that. It wasn't of a, hey, I'm going to take, hey, listen, do it like this because this. It was not a mentor role. It was a, you're stupid kind of, you're being stupid kind of thing. Not like, hey, let me show you better.
Yeah, no, because I don't think he could have approached it like that. Because I don't think Wayne would have respected it if he said it that way, the way you just lined it. Like sometimes you gotta,
just get the message. Don't worry about how it was delivered.
No, I think Wayne would have took it the right way, because you got to remember also.
We're talking about 2008, so we talking about Wayne in 08. It's a little different,
right? But UGK sunned Wayne too and was just like, "Yo, listen, here's what's going on. Here's the game, this, and that. You're going about it the wrong way, this, that. And Wayne followed UGK, and Wayne has said it over and over and over again. Pimp C and Bun B came to me respectfully and took me in like, hey, this is the right way to do this. This is the right way to do that, and to go about it like this. And he listened because they came about it the right way.
So here's the difference in what you just said, though. UGK got a lot of cachet and clout. They come from a similar cloth that Wayne came from. So they could talk to Wayne like that because they already have been through the game. UGK are some OGs in the game. In this context, 50 and Wayne was damn near contemporaries. Well, they basically were contemporaries. UGK and them had already been out, had been established, had been in the game, had known what it was to get to where Wayne was trying to get. And they seen the same thing. They peeped game, as we said, and they, did it that way. 50 and Wayne at one point was on a similar trajectory as far as they kept dropping albums and blowing up. So 50 was like, hey, man, I'm over here doing X, Y, and Z because he'd already had the vitamin water deal and everything else. And he was trying to help, Now, granted, the message might not have come across because when you hear something from your contemporaries versus the OGs, the message always going to come off differently. That's just the law of the land. Like, we know this. We're old enough to know that. Like, if our contemporaries, unless it's our circle, tell us something, versus an outsider, we're going to receive it differently than if like an old head tell us and it's like, you know what, OG, you right. Like the messenger in this situation changes the dynamic of the situation.
and it was, and when you talk about UGK, like you said, like they come from the same cloth. They're viewed as Southern rap, where you look at 50, he's a totally different thing. There was that tension between the North and the South.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So, even if 50 could have came as calm and as collected as all you want, Wayne would have just like, man, shut your New York ass up. Like, that's just what it would have been.
Maybe you're right.
It's one of those things. It's one of those we'll never know type of things. But it happened. Listen, we like the timeline for what it is. All right. We like the timeline for what it is. We like where it is now. So it's great.
No, we don't like where it is now. We absolutely don't like where rap and hip hop is right now.
No, not that part. I'm specifically talking about 50 and T.I. and all the stuff we've been talking about. Like this current state of rap and hip hop. No, absolutely not. But everything else.
Yeah, and another thing. Why T.I. so sensitive about people talking about Miss Piggy now? They've been talking about her the internet been frying her up for years. Now he's mad? Come on now. Come on. This don't make no sense.
You're not wrong. That's the thing. You're not wrong.
Hey, like, I'm gonna tell you. Wait. I got it. I'm gonna tell you why, Mel. Okay? I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. All right? The reason why he's so sensitive about it right now is because Will Smith said, keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth, and slap Chris Rock in public on stage behind his wife.
So are you telling me that T.I. would walk up to 50 and slap him and think ain't nothing gonna happen to him?
No, but I'm saying if Will Smith got vocal about Jada, knowing what Jada done did all these years to Will Smith, who are you to say you ain't gonna get vocal behind your wife if you T.I.?
But my thing is, like, the picture that 50 posted, that's from 4 months ago. The internet had that up 4 months ago.
Hey, I got it.
He didn't just make that. He wasn't on the internet defending her then.
Hey, I got it. I know what you're saying. I'm just telling you now. You ask why he's defending so hard now. It's because last year we saw Will Smith, somebody that a lot of people said was a corny guy, a corny rapper, slap Chris Rock behind his wife. And if T.I. is going to be the street guy and make street music, who are you not to defend yours?
It's a weird time to defend them when you don't defend any other time. That's all I'm saying.
That part. If you're gonna stand on business, stand on business. And the way that T.I.'s persona is in a public setting is, businessman, but still got that street, that hood side. And last time I checked, hood dudes ain't finna just let you talk about their wives like that without checking you. And what Mel said is spot on. If you let the general public have some shit about your wife going on 4 months ago, in other words, back in 2025, and you ain't stand on business at that time, how you gonna try to isolate and target one person? And this ain't even really the one you want to just up and target like that. Because I don't think T.I. would just run up on 50 by himself and think he gonna walk away.
Hey,
that's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I can tell you that right now. That's not gonna happen. First of all, he got two dummies on his side. And when I say dummies, those are my guys. Yayo and Murder. Those are my guys. When I say dummies, they gonna act stupid. So
for sure.
It's on site. That's all it is, and it's always gonna be on site. So I mean, it's never gonna get to that point.
I don't think so. I think it'll be strictly music. I do think that they'll stick to music. I do truthfully believe that they're gonna stick to music. I have no doubts. I think these are two highly intelligent black businessmen who are not gonna jeopardize their money behind this. Now, are they gonna probably take a few more personal shots? You damn right, they're probably gonna take some more personal shots. That's 100% in the cards.
Yeah, and 50 took a shot at T.I. already. See, I guess because the song, it wasn't like a mainstream song. They actually shot the video out here in Vegas. But it was like the Spanish dude song, and 50 was on it. And he was talking shit. Like, I'll post it. I'll send y'all the link. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, because I want to check it out.
Let me see. I think Tip would slap the fuck out of Fit. Wow.
No.
Hey,
with,
man.
Nah,
Hey.
dog. Nah, dog.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
No.
Hey, Moolich.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, Moolich. I think 50 win this. I think T.I. wins this versus, but I don't think T.I. lost his goddamn mind. Okay.
Yeah, nah, he not.
Hey, I don't think he lost his damn mind. Okay, so hey,
yeah. T.I. on a good day is 150 pounds. Like,
Yeah.
nah. Like,
nigga, 50 been 150 pounds since he was in ninth grade. Okay, let's yeah. No.
I don't. That's a different situation altogether, right there. Like,
We ain't
rap one thing, but like physical altercation.
Yeah.
And 50 box.
Bruh.
Like, he's a
Yeah,
fighter.
like-
Like he's not.
I will put my life savings right now on 50 Cent if they was to fight. Like, that's
If they did
Remember-
like that celebrity boxing type shit, T.I. get murdered.
Listen, before they had a beef, 50 and Floyd was good ass friends. So we're not gonna pretend like he said what that mean. What that mean is T.I. gonna get his ass folded.
Yeah.
You could try.
50 is 230 pounds.
Like, I understand there's like those David and Goliath and them outliers, but this is different.
ain't
Yeah,
no David and Goliath this time.
No.
T.I. really gonna need that damn slingshot and keep his distance.
And T.I. can't fight. Now, if he gonna get the pew, that's something totally different. But he ain't slinging hands. Like, he ain't doing that. Like, that's completely off the table for him.
Come on, Moo. Come on, dog. I was with you up until you made that point. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was with you up until you made that point. Hell no.
I just wanted to come back and say, no.
I'm just
Don't do
Listen,
that. Don't
to-
give that
to-
man
to-
hope.
Hell
Listen.
no. To the no.
to
Hell
quote.
to the no.
Listen, I'm just gonna quote Randy Jackson from American Idol. Listen, no for me, dog.
Y'all saw that video of a dude that had a suit on and other dude tried to fight him and he kicked him. And that one swept the leg one time. That nigga hit the damn ground. That's exactly what happened.
That was diabolical. I know exactly what video you're talking about. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
I don't think T.I. will put himself in a position to have a physical altercation with 50. Like, no.
Like, stupid enough. I feel like one of T.I.'s sons would be dumb enough to run up on 50 first. Like, Domani would try to do it to get his name
You
out
already know
there
which one it is.
and get his ass dropped on sight.
But he'd have free clout for like a whole week.
It ain't cloud if you lose.
I don't know if it was for a week. It was probably for about 48 hours.
Depends on how bad it is.
You got to understand, these young cats will do anything for internet publicity.
I'm talking about a fight, not wrestling match. So you can be 6'8". Bro, no, but 50 legit boxes though.
Yeah.
Like he can legit box. That's what everybody up here is saying. 50 legit is a trained boxer.
Yeah, like
Which means
50 hands are legit.
Which means he's a heavyweight. So when he hits you, it's gonna be like a heavyweight. Like, yeah, no.
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 This ain't a fight that ends in a fist fight. This is more like no.
Yeah, this don't end how you would assume. This ends very differently.
Very different.
Look, Moo is gonna argue this point. He said no, he wasn't
50
No, he wasn't
trained
what?
to be a boxer.
trained to be. Saying no to 50
Look,
wasn't trained as a fighter.
I have firsthand knowledge of that. Yeah, he trained in the same gym that I trained at, that my dad was Golden Gloves at, that my grandfather trained at. I know exactly where he trained. I have 100% knowledge of that. 100%.
He said, "Name the trainer." Oh yeah, Moo on his Peddington shit for real.
Like no, like that's no. Those are facts. That's not even conjuncture. It's not made up.
He said, "What's the name of the gym?"
Okay, I'll get
Move it back.
by Friday. I'll have pictures and all that shit.
Inside the Huddle gonna have a 50 Cent T.I. beef crossover type of thing going on. That'll be fun. So the question that we kind of I left for the end of this is like, yes, we just discussed all this like that. So I'm gonna start with you, Micah. What do you see as the end result of this entire beef? Like, how does this end?
In all honesty, I think this beef will end with both rappers with their catalogs in the top 10 on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever chart you want to follow. I do. I think this is a good reminder of how good the music was between 2000 to 2010.
Okay. Outlaw, what you think?
I feel like this is gonna be like one of those moments from 2026 where we look back on it like, oh man, that's crazy that happened, and just like Micah said, like they music gonna blow up for a bit. They'll probably get like a cool check, and then like pop culture gonna kind of just move on to the next. You know, like this is cool and exciting right now, but it ain't gonna really be nothing revolutionary in the end.
Okay. Mr. Gent, what you think?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna reiterate everything they said. It's literally gonna just be, what happened in the beginning of 2026. This is what happened on the recap, and they're like, "Damn, that was crazy," but then no one's gonna talk about it after that, unless they actually do, for real versus.
Yeah. So that's the direction I'm gonna take, and that's what I think the end result of this truly is that we get the live verses between these two is the end result. That's what I think. I think this, because initially how this should have happened is when it happened, but it didn't. But the end result of this will be they're using this, just like what Micah said, which is spot on, to build, quote unquote, rebuild their catalog, put them back out there in the universe, let them gain traction. And it's like, you know what? Nah, fuck that. Let's get on the stage and let's do this the way it's supposed to be done. And then it becomes even bigger than it originally was.
I can tell you that it'll never. There are 3 dudes 50 don't mess with: Rick Ross, Ja Rule, and Clifford Harris. It'll never happen.
Oh, you saying don't mess with, like he don't want nothing to do with him?
Yeah, he's not. There
Okay.
is no we gonna be cool at some point in time.
Got you.
Yeah, there is no. Oh yeah, let's share the stage together. Nope, not happening.
So no Nas and Jay-Z potential handshake on stage type of thing.
That is
no
Gucci
and Jeezy. No Gucci and Jeezy moment.
Nah, this is Southside. This is,
man, I don't know, man.
This Queens.
If Gucci and Jay-Z could do it, I feel like anybody can do it.
Nah, you don't understand how petty we are.
No, I don't. I'm learning.
Yeah,
I really don't.
This is when he stuck his foot in the ground on all 3 of those dudes. That's it. There's no coming back from that. Zero. He has zero respect for those guys. None.
Is that Troy saying they got to fight after?
Yeah, that's Troy.
No, we don't want to see a fight.
Put on the gloves.
No.
I mean, even if they do fight, it's still not gonna be. They're not shaking hands after that either. Like 50 does not like T.I. He takes that ratting stuff real serious, and T.I. keep lying like he didn't. Bruh, everybody knows.
We're gonna find out, because I am curious to see what's gonna happen with this potential court case type of stuff. So if this T.I. doc really comes out, it's gonna be
All of the allegations against him.
yeah.
Because you guys see how 50 handled Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much what he's going to end up doing to Clifford. I'm not going to call him T.I. I'm calling him by his government.
Hey, chill.
He's going to do the exact same thing.
We literally got Clifford versus Curtis.
You got underage kids that are claiming him and his wife did what they did. You got drugs, kidnapping, threats, extortion. It's a lot.
That's one thing we kind of didn't really touch on. Like, I've been hearing about some nasty rumors about T.I. for like years. Like, the dude ain't clean at all. Like, nobody is, but like T.I. is special kind of like hellacious, apparently, from what I've heard.
Well, and there was a rumor that had gone around when the T.I. versus T.I.P. album came out. The song that he did with Alpha Omega, that they had used that dude as like a plant to like get more information on him and shit. Like, so some shit was going on when that album came out that kind of got swept under the rug too. T.I. was in some trouble when that T.I. versus Tip versus T.I.P. album came out, but it kind of just disappeared.
I mean, Moo got a point down there too. If you want to bring it back up, like I know we champion 50 as some kind of exposure, do some kind, like bringing dark shit to light and whatever. But like, he not no hero either. Let's not like idolize any nigga,
Oh no, we had that conversation last week, but nobody's come out and shown any legitimate proof of what Curtis or 50, whatever name you want to use, has done or is doing. Like, no one has done that. Because the thing is, we talk about this. If you're right, you're right. Stand on business. Because if the facts are the facts, then it don't matter what anybody else got to say. Like, the same way that 50 did the Diddy doc, because he knew there was nothing Diddy could do about it. He had all the facts. If somebody has all the facts of something that Curtis or 50 did, stand on it. Drop it. That's just the way I think people need to go back to that. People need to stop just like, let me stop talking out the side of my neck and say, you know what? Nah, fuck all that. Let me bring this shit to the light because I got truth. I got facts. I got, whatever I need,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you're right, though. Like, giving the power that Diddy, holds within the industry, like, 50 couldn't have gotten away with that shit, scotch-free. Like, if he had some skeletons in his closet, like some real bad ones,
Well,
unfortunately, what was that nonsense that Mueller was talking about? Because my phone was acting up. What was he saying?
Basically saying that the 50's not innocent. 50 got skeletons in his closet too.
He probably do, but probably nothing nowhere. Like it ain't nothing like what them niggas been doing.
Not dealing with children and shit.
No. It's like everybody got some type of skeleton. Some skeletons just bigger than others. That's all. Some people. You got
50 might have dipped his toe in some bad shit, but like these niggas was making a lifestyle out of it. This niggas saw it once and was like, I don't know about this, like that. I don't know. That's kind of my take on it.
Yeah. I don't imagine that there's anything that 50 did or is accused of doing that is anything around what's currently out here for about T.I. and what happened with Diddy. Like, I don't think he got into nothing like that personally.
No. And trust me, if he did, all them people that hate 50, they would have had it by now.
Yeah, because 50 got a lot of enemies. But you know what 50 also got? A lot of support. If you ain't ever seen 50 on an interview, this man got Rachel Ray, the chef, crushing on him in public. Like, you don't get that kind of Kelly Clarkson gushing on this man, Jennifer Hudson gushing on this man. Like, you ain't got this kind of support if you got them kind of, that kind of bullshit going on in the background. Like these are like 50 been on Good Morning America. Like 50 is in the public eye.
I mean, to be fair, Bill Cosby was too.
Yeah, but not like this. not like this.
You making it sound like 50 is like fucking like America's favorite nigga. Like, come on now.
But I'm saying, like, to Bill's defense, that was some bullshit that they put him on. That was some nonsense. Bill ain't do all that stuff.
Yeah, like we know Bill was in the public eye, but what we talking about with 50 is different. Like we knew Bill from the Cosby Show and all the other stuff, but like 50 out here doing all kind of shit, producing. He had power. He was producing all these shows. Like he was doing. He was out there. But so if he, because like normally, you know, like, yes, I know guilty people will go out there and still do things because eventually, you know, darkness comes to light. But it's 2026 and shit started coming out. If you notice this, as soon as the Shannon Sharp, Cat Williams interview happened, shit started falling off. The damn snowball effect happened. Why this shit ain't touched 50 yet? Because he talked about Diddy and look what happened. That shit blew the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about Steve Harvey and all the kings of comedy and how they did that shit with to Bernie, and that shit started to, you know, fuck with Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey's name got tarnished after that.
50
Like,
might just be like a regular asshole and everybody else is super villain.
That don't make you evil.
That's
Yeah.
probably, I mean, I don't know.
Mike.
I don't know what this nigga been up to, but like my take is 50 might be a regular fucking asshole surrounded by actual fucking super villains.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing with 50 is he's a regular street dude that ended up getting money, and then he got some street stuff with him.
Yeah,
like
he might have been out there selling and all that, other, but most of these motherfuckers was.
Yeah.
Right, like he's the only, like I would say he's the only one. Like in Queens, like there was a night, me and my cousin was driving, late night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We get to a light, and a yellow Ferrari pulls up next to us. It's 50. By himself, chilling. Like, I've only known 2, 3 people really that can roam through their hood in New York, and everybody treats them like they like regular ass people. It's LL, DMX, and 50.
I don't know a lot of people that's brave enough to fuck with DMX. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Hey,
'Cause
facts.
That motherfucker embodies his spirit animal that is the dog. I don't think anybody fucking with what was fucking with DMX, and DMX rolled deep. Even if something happened, them dogs would have been on you so damn fast.
Yeah, like, but they're just the way that they are. They just relate to the people that they grew up with and the people that from where they're from. So it's never going to be no issue.
Yeah, and I feel the same about LL. I feel like LL is just a legend. Like he can walk the streets and he got protection without asking for protection.
Yeah, like the hood protects it. Like that's
100%.
That's what it is. Like certain
Yeah,
people can do it. Ja Rule, we're all from the same spot. You can't walk around by yourself like that.
Nobody's saying the 50 ain't done no dirt, but we talking about Tip fucking with kids right now. That's what we're talking about.
That's different. That's
like
different.
that's
a totally
specifically
different
what we're talking about. 100% 50 got dirt of some kind. He ain't perfect, but I don't think he out here fucking with kids like that.
That's
Allegedly.
the thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Unless we got photographic evidence of this shit happening, we just speculating. I don't know.
Well, the T.I. stuff?
I'm talking about like, you know, by what 50 might have done or what, you know, like, or what T.I. might have done. Like, I know for sure I've been hearing about, you know, T.I. shit for years.
Well, the police reports say that. Like, and the reason, and like it's all documented, that the only reason why it hasn't gone to trial or to court was because his lawyers fought so hard about the statute of limitations, because the laws was different when it happened, and they changed the laws.
It sounds like the nigga's still guilty.
No, he's guilty. He's guilty as fuck, because he never came out and said he didn't do it. He just said, "Look, man, time has passed." You know how you get to talking, using big words and shit.
That's kind of like, you know, like a slave owner being like, you know, I used to own niggas. I wish I did, but I used to. You know, like it's still heinous, no matter, like, you know.
But deep in the
like,
back of their head, like, you know, I still did that shit. I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, like just because the laws have changed in your favor, you're still a shit fucking person.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do y'all consider Elvis a shit person?
Yes.
Yes. 100%.
Hey. Don't attack the person that's asking the question. I just want to make sure y'all keep the same energy.
The same with Paul Walker and him dating a teenage girl. I don't give a fuck if that's a nigga from Fast and the Furious. Nigga, you nasty.
Yeah, but they haven't said like
No, like, and what pisses me off about specific about Elvis is just like people just will not accept the fact
Well,
that
it
he
was a
did.
different time, is what they say.
Don't give a fuck. It happened. It doesn't matter.
That's within living memory, my brother.
100%. Like, if you would have said, okay, let's put a look. If we're gonna play that game, all right, let's play the game. If you say it was a different
What's
time,
living memory?
so living memory means that there are people who were alive that saw this shit happen.
And there are a lot of people alive who co-sign with it too.
Yeah, 100%. But
And they
if
nasty
we're-
They were
niggas
in that
too.
era.
yeah, and if we're gonna put a true time on it, in modern American history, that shit's nefarious and nasty.
Yeah.
Now, in those the medieval times and all that type of shit, the Romans, all that type, that it was unfortunately it was the norm. It was regular. Even during slavery, it was norm. But in modern, which is where Elvis came from, modern American history, nah, fam, that ain't it.
Just because something
You was
is
an old school kid
normalized
diddler.
don't mean
Just call it
it's
what it
right.
is. Yeah, you was a old school kid diddler. Fuck that. That's what you were.
Yeah, Elvis
You
couldn't
just so
play in
happened
the
to
rank
marry
lobby,
one.
so he went down to the fucking casual lobby.
Yeah. He was the varsity player that went down the freshman team so he can pad his stats.
He was literally the 22-year-old nigga still going to high school parties.
Hey,
And
I
Potter went
get
to
it.
prom.
Hey, I get it. Okay, I get it. All I'm saying is next year will be 60 or 70 years ago. That's not necessarily modern anymore
Okay, so
because they got
How
married
many-
in
how many-
67.
how
All
many
right, let's
years?
use
How
a
many?
modern example. R. Kelly and Aaliyah. That was what, 30
The
years
90s?
ago?
That
Yeah.
okay, right. So that's what I'm saying. What counts as modern is what
Modern
I'm saying.
history is post World War II. That's modern history.
Modern history is post
I
World
give
War
you that.
II.
Yeah, so 1945 and beyond, because it's 2026. That's modern history.
Okay.
Because it's all been fast forwarded and brought to color when at one point it was black and white when we were kids. It's been modernized. It is modern history because it's still relevant.
I
If
don't.
you
I
got
don't think.
grandparents,
I don't think a lot
that
of
was what they went
people-
through.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
Okay,
we still
I-
have people alive from that era, which makes it modern.
Yeah.
Would you consider segregation modern history?
yeah,
Yes.
my grandmother went through segregation.
Yes. Of course.
Our great grandmother went through segregation. She was born in 1917.
Listen, I'm just asking a question
I'm
because
just
a lot of
We're not attacking you.
because
We just
a lot
answering your
of
question.
people, well, y'all acting like I'm stupid for asking the question, but a lot of people would argue that's not modern history anymore because the people that are of the youth right now,
Mm-hmm.
they're second and third generation of they're second and third generation of our age or right before, where it's not their grandparents anymore, it's their great grandparents and great great grandparents that went through it.
Correct.
But still,
But on
So
the flip side,
Our
our
grandparents.
generation are the ones that still have our great grandparents around, which
Okay.
it applies to us.
so let me ask you this then, okay? Just hear me out. Bill Russell didn't retire until the late 60s. Is that modern basketball? You won't
No.
consider you right. So
That's
okay.
a totally different.
No,
yeah,
no,
we're
no, no,
talking-
no, no,
no,
no, no, no, no, no. Time out. Time out. If you won't consider that modern basketball, you're saying, oh, it's not modern because it's sports. But the time frame is saying it's not modern.
So what
I
I'm
feel
saying,
like it's apples to oranges. Like, I understand, like,
Yeah.
yes, the era that Bill Russell played in is not what we consider to be modern basketball, but basketball does not compare to the history of America or the world. Like,
I get that, but you can't. But you can't make the rules apply for one thing. And this is not me defending Elvis, but you can't sit there and say, "Hey, this isn't modern. This isn't modern history when it comes to basketball, but it's modern history when it comes to the U.S." You can't differentiate between the two like that.
no, the
Because-
only
because
But even when you
differentiation
talked about the
is
same-
segregation
it's-
thing,
It, Right, but Bill Russell played basketball when segregation was still a thing.
I guess to your point, Micah, I get what you're trying to say, but whether Elvis was 2,000 years ago, 2 decades ago, or 2 days ago, that nigga was nasty. That's just how I feel about
So
it.
I'm gonna, yeah, and I'm gonna.
That's fine, but there is records even before Elvis of people, black people, don't matter who you are. There's records before that of people doing the same thing. That's not considered modern history. That y'all wouldn't consider modern history, also, right?
That's yeah.
But you have to think about.
And
But
there's people after Elvis that did it. That you would you consider that? So it's like you can't apply modern history to one thing and not to the other.
So I'm not applying modern anything. I'm applying the law. That's what I'm applying.
Right, the law now.
The law has nothing to do with basketball in the 60s versus you being a grown adult dating an underage child.
But the law back then didn't have any problem with it, and that's what I'm saying. So modern history will be when the law said, "Okay, time out. Y'all can't do this no more because they're kids." The laws back then wasn't against it.
I get what you're saying, Micah. Legally, maybe it was okay. Morally, that's a different story. It's like the same thing with slavery. Like, was slavery legal? Yes, but was technically
no, because because now you're playing with you're playing in my realm now. We talking about history. Statutory rape has been illegal for 750 years.
Boom.
We not doing that. We talking about something very specific here. Specific. This has nothing to do with the era of basketball in the city. We're talking about a grown adult and an underage child. That has always been wrong. Always. Now, people wanting to, what's the word? How do we say it nowadays? Muddy the waters. Gray area. Make it to where it's okay because it was this person. I don't care who it was, because we talk about all these things, right? But they went after Bill Cosby years later.
Yeah.
Years later.
So
like I think it was what, 30 or 40 years, give or take.
Okay, so let's talk about this then. It wasn't until 1971 where 18 was considered the legal age of adult. Elvis got married to his wife in 1967. There is the stat. In 1967, it wasn't illegal. But in 1971, that's when the age got bumped to 18. So if that's the case, 1971 would start the modern era. But by the time 1971 came around, Priscilla would be 18 or 19.
But they were talking prior to that.
Right. They got married in 67. It wasn't illegal during that time. Like, and right. And I'm saying, like, yo, do I agree with it? No. But I'm saying you can't call that modern history, because modern history would necessarily be when it's like, yo, 18, bro. 18 is when you're old enough to make this. You make this legal consent that you want to do this, this, and this. In a court of law is when you can represent yourself, is when you can decide you want to do this, this, and this. So I do not consider 1967, 68, 69, and 70 to be modern history going forward now. Because for the marriage purpose only of Elvis Presley, it was not illegal. There was nothing wrong with it back in that day. There wasn't.
There was everything wrong with them being in a
right.
relationship.
Looking through modern eyes now, you will say that.
I would have said that if I was in this time frame.
Even back then, they were looking at the
You can sit there and say right now you would have said that back in 67, but you can't say that because you didn't live back in 67. That was a normal thing when somebody was married 14, 15, 16, because people always believe women hold more value when they're younger, and women weren't valued the same way they were now when they got older. Women were valued like, hey, you're good between this age and this age. After this age, whatever. And that's true, because once you were a woman and you couldn't have a kid anymore, men didn't value women. It's the truth. And I hate to say it like that, but that's true. Granted, the modern way of thinking now is like, come on, like as of right now, Mr. Jen, how old are you?
29.
Would you date somebody that was 18?
No.
My point exactly.
That's just maturity level.
I'm just saying, but my point exactly. Even though 18 is the legal age, you wouldn't do it.
All right. So now that we went on a, we'll call it going off the rails on a crazy train. I'll let Mr. Jen start with our what we call these things called closing thoughts, because we done went on a hella tangent of epic
Honestly,
proportions.
that kind of got my closing thoughts fucking crumpled up.
I need some goddamn brain bleach.
No.
I was gonna say I need some milk, but okay, that's okay too.
Is that brain bleach? Goddamn. But no. Enjoy the short life that we have. Live life for you and your family. Don't live life to work all the damn time. Find some small enjoyment throughout your day. Find something that makes you happy, and go do it. Simple as that.
Man, Mr. Jen,
Oh
you
yeah, go
starting.
go subscribe and like all that shit. TikTok, Instagram, all that shit. Run that shit up, baby. Get them numbers up, baby. Yeah, go ahead.
I done lost. The cheese and slipped off my cracker now. God damn it.
Oh, damn it, Bobby.
No,
Cheese
great
ain't
show as
amazing.
always, y'all. No disrespect to T.I. as an artist, but yeah, 50 all the way on this one. As a person though, that's a little suspect. But yeah, like and subscribe, like my brother Jen said.
I'm definitely riding with T.I. Don't care what anybody got to say. I'll stand on the island by myself. T.I.'s music has never been that influential to me, nor has it ever been that great to me. I do think he has some bangers, but outside of that, yeah. But anyway, as y'all know, catch Basket to Basket off the glass tomorrow. Inside the Huddle on Friday, the best damn football show, period, on the internet. And Tuesday, Basket to Basket right back here. And then Wednesday, y'all already know what it is. Gentlemen's Talk. I'm out.
Yeah. So you heard what all the fellas said, so I'm not going to reiterate or regurgitate what needs to be said because it already was said. I'm just going to simply say, I just love the way this show goes sometimes. It just goes. We have a collection of gentlemen who can go from gentleman to savage based on something that is said. And then somehow we find our way back to the center where we are now, where it's like people almost forgot that like a minute and 10 seconds ago, it was a fire brewing. We ain't got to dive into what it was. It just was a thing. But to kind of use everybody's nice little soliloquies of how they feel about certain things, I have something I'd like to leave everyone with. And it has everything to do with growth of self. And it has nothing to do with anything we talked about on the show today. It's just Mr. GQ giving you a little bit of words of wisdom, as we'll say. Do not let anything stand in the way of growth. If you are trying to be better for yourself, for your kids, for whatever your motivation is, there's not a single obstacle that should stand in your way. There's not a single person that should stand in your way. There's not a single anything of any kind that should be in your way. If you are trying to be better for yourself, for your whatever reason, and something is in the way, you're on the right path. Continue trucking forward. Continue destroying everything in your path until you get to the end game. Until you get to where you are trying to get, so that when you reach the pinnacle of growth, through perseverance, it will be worth it because you'll always reflect on the journey of how you got there. You'll reflect on the obstacles that were in your way. You'll reflect on the bumps and the bruises and the stripes that you earned all the way until you made it to the top of the mountaintop. But do not let anything or anyone stop you from making it to the top. That's what I have for you. So, thank you, Chad. Y'all were extremely entertaining today. Mostly Moolage, but you know, we love y'all. All right. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate OG Mel for pulling up today. Kind of working in and out, but hey, it found its way. Appreciate Troy jumping in there. Throwing his 2 cents in there. Wishing a speedy recovery to you from your recent surgery. We'll leave it at that. Reed, appreciate you for popping through again. That's a couple weeks in a row. So appreciate your consistency coming in and dropping some nuggets, and then giving us some good quality content. The numbers are reflecting. We appreciate the love that we're getting from you guys. You guys are running our Instagram reels are probably doing better than anywhere else. So we appreciate all 252 of you that are following us on Instagram right now. We'd like to run that number up, but the numbers reflect that you guys are appreciating what we're doing. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing. Keep paying attention. We got some fire stuff coming to you guys over the next couple of weeks. Outlaw's got another brainchild he's been cooking up. It's going to make for a very interesting, entertaining show for all of you that were born 1988 and beyond. I think that's about, did I get that timeline right? It's about 88 and beyond, Outlaw? It's probably about right.
Yeah.
So just be on the lookout for that. You'll see it. You'll get a glimpse of it next week. We won't say too much because I just want to keep it fresh like that. But as per usual, ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we are.
Motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burdens, I've outweighed. When you see me.